What's up, guys and girls, and welcome to another episode here on NRV Outdoors. Today we're back at one of my favorite little creeks to do a little bit of fishing. But in today's video, guys, we're going to go in depth on the things I like to do to catch trout during the winter months. As you guys can see, we've got a big, wide, slow stretch here. Super clear, as most waterways are during those winter months, and super duper cold. We're going to get in here, guys. We're going to fish around. We've got our Okuma stratus 6 with that 6-pound fluorocarbon line. We're going to be starting off our day with a Bigg Fish Lures mini spinner right there, made by my buddy Roger Biggs. I'll leave his link down there in the description if you guys check that out. But we're going to use that spinner to fish this old place nice and slow, and we're going to figure out where in this creek these fish are held up at. And once we've successfully done that, then we're going to switch through some baits, talk about all the techniques that I like to use when it's cold outside during those winter months, so that you can keep out there and catch those trout all winter long. So let's not waste any time, boys and girls. Let's get in here and let's get started. Oh, had one right there. She was all over it. Only a couple casts in. See if she'll come back for it right here. Yep. Oh yeah, we found ourselves a few. Let's take a couple more steps out here. As y'all can see, this water is crystal clear, and it is absolutely freezing cold out here today, guys. We've got temperatures of about 35 degrees for a high today, and should be more than good enough to get the job done. There we go. First fish on right there. Not even a few casts in. On the Bigg Fish Lures mini spinner. Good friend of mine makes these. They are absolute fish catchers too. Wow. There's fish number one right there, guys. Beautiful rainbow trout out of this crystal clear cold water. Can't beat it. Go ahead and get that spinner out of there. We'll drop it back in here and we'll try to get ourselves another one. All right, so several nice chasers out of here, and I'm pretty sure that we've got these fish fired up and wanting to feed. So we're going to take off that Bigg Fish Lures mini spinner there. We're going to go ahead and pop it into our pocket. I think we're going to reach into our bait pocket over here, guys. We're going to grab out the trout magnets. I know you guys haven't seen me use these in a while, but I'm still a huge trout magnet fan. Leland Lures makes some absolute game-changing trout fishing equipment, guys. As a lot of you guys know, I've been using their baits for years on my channel, and absolutely love and support their stuff. Just great stuff. Oh, managed to get one to slide out there. We're going ahead and seal up our package nice and neat here, and we'll get this black and green color rigged up. One of my absolute favorites. If you guys are OGs of the channel, then you already know how much I like to throw this thing and how big some of the fish I've caught on this thing is. Just unbelievable for such a small little jig. But a lot of people will tell you to throw the loop knot on there, guys, which it works fine, but I like to just tie up a simple fisherman's knot on these trout magnets. Not to mention my hands are absolutely frozen. The weather down in this little bottom is super duper chilly, so we're going to try to catch us a few more and complete our challenge before we go. But going ahead and tie up that little trout magnet, throw our tag end in our pocket there, guys. We're going to go ahead and make ourselves a few casts. I'm going to try to get a little bit closer to these fish here. My legs are already completely stinking numb, but just throw out that trout magnet. Just pop it along. See if we can get one to come on over and get it. Oh, had one right there. They were all reacting like crazy to it. We'll try to get ourselves a little bit closer so we can just flip ourselves out a couple casts like this right here. There we go. Let that little T-mag get down there. Slowly pop him on along. Got him. There we go. Second cast with the trout magnet. Use that old spinner to find these old winter fish, and they are still munching. This is a pretty nice sized fish right here, guys. Took that old black trout magnet just like you want to see. Wow, absolute beautiful one too. Fantastic colors on this fish. Good size. We was able to see her come up and get it. Oftentimes in the winter, your waterways will clear up really nicely, and line managed to pop right there nice and cold. That old fluorocarbon's getting weak, but beautiful little fish right there, guys. Let's go ahead and let her go. Fish number two of the day. Bit that old trout magnet. Heck yeah. All right, guys, now something you don't see me do often on the channel is throw live bait. But the winter time is the time to get out those live baits, guys. Those wax worms and those mealworms are absolutely phenomenal. Not to mention your night crawlers and things of that nature. They can just be absolute fish catchers. During the winter months, just throw them out there on your split shot rigs. You can fish them under a float just like we are now, but a lot of people like to just dredge them along the bottom, let the current grab them. We've got super high wind, so it's making this trout magnet bite a little bit tough for us. Oh, had one right there. Having trouble getting it out there and jigging it, but jigging is by far one of my favorite winter techniques for catching trout because they don't see a lot of bait like we mentioned earlier. And what they do see when it's bouncing by, it really gets them going. Makes for an easy presentation. But it looks like we're going to have to put ourselves on a float here, guys, and do a bit of floating. We've got entirely too much wind, as you guys can see, ripping up by us. Ripping that bait by way too fast, causing a big bow in our line. We can take advantage of that in the wind, but jigging, it can be quite difficult. Got him. Oh, he popped off right there. But a lot of times in the winter, guys, you're going to have high winds pretty much from coast to coast. When those leaves fall out of the trees and those northerly winds start to blow, you get really high winds. It cuts right through those trees where there's no leaves to help slow those gusts down. And guys, you get those super cold blows that really chill you to the bone, but you can get out and absolutely slay the trout during those windy conditions, as long as you know how to manipulate your baits to make them work for you. I would recommend in a windy condition like this that you stand upstream of these fish. That way that bow and that line doesn't present itself too much, but we're in a soft bottom fishery here and we don't want to do that. Missed another one right there. Because if we get above these fish, we're going to throw silt on them and spook them and let them know that we're here, and that's not what we want to do. So I'm going ahead and cast us another one right up there. That thing sink, that wind is grabbing it. There we go. There we go. That one bit it on the fall right there. Looks like another beautiful little rainbow. Jigging that trout magnet, guys. Gets them every time. There we go. Got her in the net. Legs are absolutely frozen standing in this cool water, but these little beautiful rainbows are helping keep us warm. Calm down. Calm down, calm down, calm down. Angry little fish coming out of here, full of energy and spunk. Plenty of fight left in them. Hopping all around the net there. Calm down, calm down. There we go. Pop that off nice and easy. Fish number 3 of the day right there, guys. There she goes, back happy and healthy. Well, I think we'll go ahead and rig up our little trout magnet once more here. And we'll go for fish number 4 of our day here. That last one managed to tear that magnet up pretty good, but I feel like we can still find enough plastic to get our hook through there and get him all straightened up. Fingers are absolutely frozen, but that's okay. Yeah, that trout magnet still looks just fine, so we'll go ahead and flip him out there again. See if we can get 2 in a row right here. Same technique, let it fall. Slowly pop it. Got him. 2 casts in a row right there. That's what we like to see, boys and girls. That's what we like to see. Wintertime trout fishing can really keep that fisherman's lull out of there. And for you bass guys that just love to get out there and target fish year round, well, this is the time to get out and chase those trout. They're willing to bite for you, and keep your skills on par until spring hits. There we go. Another beautiful one right there, guys. That one's all scarred up, but that's okay. We'll let her go back in there happy and healthy and fix up our little magnet. I think we're going to go ahead and add our float on there. We'll drift it through here. We'll probably go ahead and complete our challenge because these fish are absolutely crunching. But I would like to go ahead and throw on the float. It'll make it much easier for us to manage our lure. We should be able to set the hook on many more of the bites that we're missing otherwise. We'll go ahead and run it super shallow like that right there and bomb it back in here. All right. Since we got the high winds, we're going to want to point our rod tip down, trying to keep that wind out of our line. I'm just going to let that trout magnet drift right through these fish. Not sure if we've got the right depth or anything else, but we'll just let him go right on through nice and slow and just see what these fish think. Got him. Very first cast, there we go. Wow. Use that spinner to find these little fish, and gosh, it's just been one after the other. Can't complain with that, guys. These fish are absolutely beautiful. Minus that one that we just caught that was all scarred up, but that's okay. This one here has got beautiful cream colors and fantastic spots. And as you can see, this fish is just super energetic. I mean, it's got energy just as well as it would any other time of the year. I know it's cold, but gosh, you can get out here and absolutely wreck them, guys. These fish are super active, energetic, and ready to feed. Heck yeah. One away from our challenge. I think we'll just go ahead and leave the camera rolling because we've got these fish biting on all cylinders. Our trout magnet's just completely mangled, but let's go ahead and just drop him right on back in here. We're gonna run that same drift again. And then I think we'll switch up to some NRV baits, maybe throw the mini minnow in there, and just have some fun with these fish that we found. My legs are super duper cold, but it's a good time to go ahead and have some fun with these fish, catch a couple since we've got them right here all grouped up. That wind is cutting right through me. Shoo-wee, that is a super cold wind. We're here underneath a massive cliff that rarely ever gets any sunlight. So it stays super cold here, even during the warmest of months. There we go. There's fish number 6 of the day. But gosh, guys, this is just one super cold little hollow. These rainbows do not mind it one stinking bit. Like I said earlier, guys, I've caught rainbow trout with ice floating on the surface. They really just don't mind. As long as there's plenty of oxygen and that water's nice and cool, they will absolutely crunch. Calm down. As you can see, these fish, every one of them are coming out of here just so angry. They want nothing to do with the hook removal. Just flopping and showing off. Wow, that's another beautiful one, guys. Stunning. Let's let her go. Well, there we go. We completed our challenge. Easy peasy. But I'm thinking just for funsies, we're going to take off our trout magnet. We're going to grab ourselves out one of our NRV baits. One of the baits that I make myself. A lot of you guys have been trying out and using in your own fisheries. I'm thinking let's go with that old natural creek bug. It's been an absolute fish catcher here lately. The black gets most of the love, but I'm thinking we'll go with that old natural brown. It looks super juicy in the water. We're just going to rig it right on this trout magnet hook. It'll work just fine. Rig him up nice and straight. There we go. Alrighty. Thinking I'm going to take off that float for the old creek bug. I really do like to jig it on the bottom. Just watch it, let it fall down. First cast. There we go. Just watching that creek bug fall, bouncing it next to their faces. Guys, if you can get a sight fishing bite during the winter months, that creek bug is just the way to go. Wow. Fish number 7 of the day in the net right there. Absolutely gorgeous. Super duper angry. We'll try to grab that jig head while we can. There we go. Went on ahead and I pinched that barb down. Since these fish are being so stubborn and not wanting to come off the hook, we went on ahead and pinched that barb down to get it off there a little bit easier. If you guys are big into catch and release, I definitely recommend that. It'll definitely help your odds with getting those hooks out quicker and getting those fish back happy and healthy. Alrighty, guys. Still battling these crazy high winds, and the creek bug bite is a little tougher than I had expected, so I'm thinking I'm going to switch up. I think we'll go bright pink just for fun, but I'm going to switch up our presentation just slightly. And I'm going to use a 1/32 jig head instead of that 1/64. A little bit of extra weight. We're going to go a brighter color here so we can really see it down there. Since we can sight fish these little rainbows so well, it just makes sense to really be able to pinpoint our bait here and get it down there a little bit faster. That old wind is just a howling. So we're going ahead and run him up through our eyelet just like that right there. Same knot, guys, simple fisherman's knot. Right onto this little bit heavier jig. Now, I'm not exactly sure what style jig head this is, but I do know it's an eagle claw. And I just simply dipped it in some powder paint. Gave it that nice gray color right there. There we go, got that creek bug all rigged up. Wind is still ripping across our hole here, so we're gonna have to flip him in there a little bit ahead of him. Watch that pink bug fall. You can see it a little bit better. Now we'll just wait for it to disappear. Gosh, they're all over it too. Unstinking believable, guys. Every one of these fish just reacted. had one right there. Got him. There we go. Too much fun. Wow, sight fishing these little rainbows out of here, just can't beat it. So much fun. Wow. Got that creek bug pegged right where you want to see it. Calm down, calm down. Super angry. Wow. There we go. Got her all popped off. Send her back in there to join her buddies. Heck yeah, guys. Upsize that jig a little bit and fish on. Can't complain with that one bit. Cannot help but wonder if this isn't going to be the game-changing move right here. Let's see if we can get another one. There we go. I mean, the very next cast. Wow, guys. And that is wintertime trout fishing for you. If you can find a pattern, it is just one after the other. Wow. There we go, boys and girls. There we go. Back-to-back casts on the pink creek bug. See if we can pop that hook out nice and easy. There we go. Another beauty, guys. That one's colors are just fantastic. Let's go ahead and let her go. Can we go 3 in a row? I don't see no reason why not. Yep, sure can. Sure can. Wow, another good, strong fighter. Probably should have brought our ultralight gear, but that's okay. It's just fish after fish now. Started off with that old Bigg Fish Lures spinner, and we worked our way through. Found the perfect pattern, perfect technique to suit our conditions for the day, and it's going to be fish after fish. I am pretty sure, guys. There we go. Went on ahead and pinched that barb down after that first fish gave us a hard time coming loose. So they're popping off easy now, guys. Heck yeah. Alrighty, guys. I'm thinking 2 more on that creek bug, and we're going to go on ahead and call it a day. Save these fish for the next guy to come out and enjoy. Wow, these fish are reacting like crazy to that creek bug. Coming plumb out here to our feet after it. Unbelievable. Got him. There we go. Unstinking believable, guys. Just goes to show you. You get out here in the cold weather, find yourself some fish, and you can just absolutely stinking wreck them. Calm down, little buddy. Gosh, these fish are so angry coming up out of here. So angry. There we go. Quick pop loose for that little guy. Send her back in here. Nothing of any real size, and this water's so clear. I can assure you there's no super big fish swimming around in here, but wow, guys, it's just been cast after cast, catch after catch. I'm thinking I'm gonna drop it in here for one more, and we're gonna go on ahead and call it a day. We have absolutely slapped them out here, going through our wintertime techniques, guys, throwing that spinner, not being afraid to throw those reaction style baits, finding some fish, getting them excited, getting them feeding, and then coming back with some more soft presentations, something simple and easy, and absolutely wrecking them with it, guys. One fish after the other. Hard to complain with that. Got him right there. Right there at our feet. I think this little fish right here will be the last one of the day, boys and girls. There we go. Beautiful fish right there. Wow, wow, wow. We'll go on ahead and let her swim out of there. She's going to be the very last fish of the day right there, guys. But I would like to mention, if you would like a chance to get your hands on a pack of those pink creek bugs, now we found all that success on there towards the end, as well as one of these super awesome mini spinners by Bigg Fish Lures. All you got to do, guys, is head down there into the comments, drop me that comment. Make sure you are subscribed. You have to be subscribed to win. A lot of you guys that have been getting picked are not subscribers, so unfortunately you're not eligible to win. So make sure you smash that subscribe button, guys. It's completely free. All you gotta do is head down there, push that little red button, and that'll lock you in. And every time I post a video, you guys should get a notification, or it should pop up on your YouTube feed. But get it if you can, boys and girls, and do yourself some fishing and have some fun. But most importantly, be safe and tight lines.